Have you ever played World Fighting for the PS2? I know I haven't until I bought this game. But was it really worth the 75 pence I spent on it? In a way, yes. But in another way, no. When you think of fighting games, what first comes to mind? Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat? World Fighting isn't one of those games that comes to my mind straight away when I'm looking to play a fighting game. However, it does have some redeeming features. Those redeeming features, on the other hand, are only as good as you playing with someone else, because otherwise this game is completely shallow. A localised version from the Simple series of games, simple being the optimum word with these games usually, that mixes different types of martial arts, wrestling and foxy boxing. I think it's foxy boxing, I'm calling it foxy boxing, into one glorious fighting event that literally takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete depending on the character you choose. Some characters are playable, other characters are not so playable, and one character is unlockable. To get that character, you have to complete the game with the other 9 characters. This isn't so bad with some of them, because some of them can actually fight. The main problem comes from the ones that can't fight, and especially when you fight against them, they somehow seem to use repetitive moves that absolutely destroy you, yet when you try to play as them, it doesn't work. I'm not saying I expected some form of deep combo system, but I was still expecting maybe something just a little bit more. I mean, the wrestlers have wrestling moves, the judo people have judo holds, and the foxy boxing has boxing, I think. But I was still maybe expecting just a little bit more variety, rather than just mashing the same move over and over and over again to win. I mean, the best fun I had with this game was basically getting near the ropes and then trying any moves out whatsoever to see if I could get them either through them, out of them, or glitch them into them. There's not really much to do in the game. There's a tournament mode, a versus mode, survival, training, and options. And yes, I'm including options as a mode because other than that there would only be 4. 2 of them basically being exactly the same thing, one of them being against your friends if you wanted to bother. And would I play this game with friends? Honestly, I would. It's not the sort of game where I'd have to teach them the buttons, they would just be mashing them anyway, and that's exactly the same that I'd be doing. So is this game worth 75 pence? Yes and no, like I said at the start. Yes it is if you fancy a bit of a laugh, just want a game to bust out with your mates every so often while you're maybe having a few drinks before going out, or you've got a Sunday gaming afternoon session that you're waiting to actually play something important. But for a single player experience, unless you really want to play as that one character, which I'm not gonna lie, is probably the second worst character in the game, apart from her specials, it's not worth the time or the effort. I would say it's up to you whether you think 75p is a lot of money to spend on a game, a budget game, and whether it's worth paying that amount for it. If you could get it for cheaper, by all means, I would say it's an instant buy. If you were looking to pay more than 75p for it, I would say no. No.